part we need to do. And he's been able to show throughout his history that he gets players to play at a very high level and excel at what they're doing. So I would anticipate that we would be good on defense. Probably our biggest concern is that we lost 2 safeties that my understanding is played 33 straight games together, and one of them was a first-round draft pick. So we certainly have to replace that.
Stay right here,
Coach. Dan Tortora, Broadcast Media. From your time there this time around at Louisville, what can you say the response has been from the team so far and what you've taken away from the spring as far as talent? So kind of on the field, off the field for you at Louisville right now.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with our team. When I got the job at the first team meeting, I congratulated the young men on how much success they've had and told them that, things are going to be different. They're going to be different because our new staff is going to come in and coach what we know. And that's different than what Coach Strong and his staff know. But the quicker that we adjust to change, the quicker that we are not resistant to change and we get moving forward, the better chance we have in becoming champions. And we've got a team that has great work ethic, has a good attitude, and we have some really good leadership from within. And I think we have enough talent to compete.
Hi, Bobby. Dave Gore in Wake Forest IMG Network. When you're in a conference for a while, you get an understanding of what coaches like to do and what programs like to do. Coming into a new conference, how do you and your staff go about gathering intel on all the other teams that you have to play?
Well, it's a lot easier nowadays in this modern technology than it used to be. I think after we are in the ACC, there was a time when everything was put on the internet. We got everything in our computers, all the games from the ACC conference, and we're able to start studying the conference. We did it in a way that we broke down all of Miami, all of Virginia, and then we wanted to study the rest of the teams on what their schemes were and philosophies on offense and defense, and then the talent, what it is that we need to go recruit to win. So we had a lot of work ahead of us. It's not something that the players have any understanding of because the main focus for them is just to prepare for that Miami game and get ready for one game at a time. But our coaching staff did a good job with it. And it's very impressive. I think that the number one thing that we know in this conference is every team is going to have really good players and every team is going to be very well coached. So most games are going to be won or lost in the fourth quarter, and we have to work our practices and everything we do that we can, perform at a high level when we're tired.
Right here, Coach.
Coach Mark Larson, Time Warner Cable News in Syracuse. Since the last time we saw you, you've been through some things, and I just was curious how much you think what you've gone through has changed you as a person, and how much you consider this kind of a second chance.
Well, I think there's no doubt it's a second chance, and I'm very fortunate and very appreciative of Tom Jurich and Dr. Ramsey in giving me this opportunity, and very excited and motivated to have the challenge ahead of us. Certainly grown and changed, throughout the years and things that I've experienced and things that I've caused myself. And I'm just fortunate to be able to continue in the sport that I love so much and, to coach football.
Staying in the back, Coach.
Coach, since you passed this Wake 3 in Louisville, I know you've talked about how much the UK-Louisville rivalry has meant for high school football in the state of Kentucky. The Governor's Cup press conference is coming up this week, and this afternoon it was released that Mark Stoops wasn't going to show up for that. What is your reaction to that?
Well, I'm going to be there. No, I don't have any reaction to that at all. I mean, it's something that when I came in, it was something we'd always done. I made the commitment to attend to it, so we're going to go to the reception tomorrow night, come out to the lunch on Wednesday. Kroger has always been very good to us, been very supportive of the University of Louisville, so that's another reason why I think it's something that we need to do. And I do think that it has helped high school football in the state of Kentucky.
Right here in front of the coach.
Hi, Gary Honnigan. Can you kind of give us a thumbnail sketch of quarterback Will Gardner, redshirt freshman who's going to be stepping into the Bridgewater spot, which can't be easy?
Yeah, Will's a very good sized young man. He's 6'5", just under 230. It's our strength and conditioning staff's job to make sure he doesn't hit the 3-0. So we just want to make sure he stays under that because he has had a knee injury, and I think he'll perform better and stay healthier if he keeps his weight down. He could be 235, 240 in a minute. So he works hard at that. He can make all the throws you need to make. He's got the arm strength. He's got a very quick release. We got to continue to work on his footwork with his lower body, getting it in the right positions for his accuracy to be where we want it. But he's very coachable. He's a good student of the game, and he's a natural leader that the players have already learned to follow. And he has no problem in leading and taking control of the offense. So it's got a lot of positives. The downside is he's very inexperienced. He hasn't played for a number of games because Teddy played and stayed healthy and played through injury and did all that. So he's just an inexperienced, talented guy.
This year, first year in the ACC, and you have to take a very tough road trip to Clemson. What does that mean to the team in preparing for that sort of atmosphere?
I mean, that'll be fun. I think those are the type of games you really look forward to playing in. You look forward to going into a very hostile environment and understand that, it's kind of us against the entire stadium. Although we have had a number of fans back in Louisville that tell me they have tickets and they're going, so we'll probably have a pretty good section there of Louisville fans, but it's certainly a place that I've heard is tough to go in and play at. We'll have our silent cadence ready and have to work hard on that, in camp, and it's not something I think you can do in 1 week, so we'll start preparing for that in the middle of our camp. But it's exciting. I've had the opportunity to coach in a lot of great stadiums, loud stadiums. There have been very, hostile environments, and I think it's a great way to build your team and understand that you have to win it as a team.
Also, with the transition, for 50 years, Louisville and Cincinnati had a strong rivalry in the Cake of Nails. What's it going to mean not to have that game anymore?
Yeah, I'd love to play Cincinnati. I enjoyed the rivalry. I enjoyed, going up there and playing. I enjoyed them coming down and playing us. I think it was, a special game every year. We like carrying the keg home after the game, and we're going to miss playing them.
Left side here, coach.
Coach, this is your second time at Louisville. How do you compare the talent level as you come in this time versus when you came in the first time?
Well, I think we were, I've been fortunate both times I came to Louisville to follow two really good head coaches that have done a great job in building the program. I felt when I got there with John L. that the program was in great shape, and all I had to do was take it to the next level. Coming in and following Charlie, he's done a great job of recruiting and teaching the kids how to work hard and win games. We do lose some really good players. There's 3 first-round draft picks that we lose off that team. But we definitely have some really good players coming back and have a good nucleus of talent to be able to go in and compete right away. And obviously, moving into the ACC is taking it to a new level.
Coach, right side over here, third row.
Hi, Coach. Morgan Ammons from Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. What are your thoughts about facing Syracuse this year?
Well, I think it'll be fun to go back up to Syracuse and play again. It's a Friday night game, which is always interesting. But we had a good rivalry going with Syracuse before when we played them in the Big East. And I actually played them my first year at Louisville when they were in the Big East and we were in Conference USA. So it's a fun place to